guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriors trade breaking news out of the Bay Area has sent shockwaves through the NBA universe as the Golden State Warriors have just landed a giant star in what can only be described as a stunning, unexpected, and truly franchise-altering move. Just when fans were beginning to settle into the idea of a developmental summer filled with young talent and strategic rebuilding, the Warriors flipped the script in the most classic Warriors fashion possible. In true bold and fearless style, Golden State has pulled off a move that no one saw coming. And now the entire league is buzzing with one question. How did they do it? Reports began to circulate late last night that the Warriors were deep in discussions with an Eastern Conference team regarding a potential blockbuster deal. Most assumed it was the same recycled trade buzz that's come and gone all summer, whispers with no weight. But this morning, the news broke wide open. It's official. The Golden State Warriors have landed none other than Jarrett Allen, the 611 All-Star center from the Cleveland Cavaliers, in a jaw-dropping trade that shifts the balance of power in the Western Conference. Yes, you heard that right. Jarrett Allen is coming to the Bay. A true interior presence. A rim-running, shot-blocking, defensive anchor who has made a name for himself by doing all the things that don't show up in flashy highlight reels and doing them at an elite level. For years, Warriors fans have begged for a legitimate big man who can control the paint, protect the rim, and grab tough rebounds in crucial playoff moments. Now they have one, and not just anyone. An all-star, a warrior in the paint who brings size, toughness, and an entirely new dimension to this roster. But let's rewind a bit. How did this even happen? According to insiders, the Cavaliers were exploring ways to free up their front court after committing long-term to Evan Mobley and facing spacing concerns with two bigs on the floor. Meanwhile, the Warriors were quietly searching for a front court upgrade, someone who could allow Draymond Green to return to a more natural role as a roaming defender rather than shouldering the entire burden of rim protection. The fit was there. The opportunity was there, and the Warriors front office, never shy of making a bold play, jumped on it. The reported deal sent Kevin Looney, a 2026 first-round pick, and Moses Moody to Cleveland in exchange for Allen. It's not an easy price to pay. Looney has been the heart and soul of this team's front court for years. A beloved, selfless grinder who played through injury and gave everything to the organization. Moses Moody, a promising young wing, had shown flashes of brilliance and two-way potential. But for a player like Allen, their Warriors deemed the trade worth it. They needed to retool, and they just added one of the best centers in the league. The reaction was immediate. Fans flooded social media. Warriors Twitter lit up with excitement, disbelief, and pure adrenaline. This is what we've needed for years. One user posted, "Steve finally gets a real big man to run pick and roll with." Another said, "Looney was great, but Allen brings elite size we've been missing. We're back." And perhaps the biggest endorsement came from none other than Stephen Curry himself, who posted a single word on his Instagram story, "Welcome," followed by a flame emoji. That one word spoke volumes because now the possibilities are endless. Picture the Warriors offense with Jarrett Allen setting high screens for Curry. Imagine the pick-and-roll opportunities, the lob threats, the second-chance points. Allen's ability to finish above the rim gives the Warriors a new layer of vertical spacing they've never truly had. And on defense, opponents driving into the paint now have to deal with a legitimate shot blocker. That's going to make teams think twice, and it's going to make life a whole lot easier for perimeter defenders like Wiggins, Peyton I, and even rookie Johnny Dewey. Speaking of rookies, don't forget this news comes on the heels of one of the most exciting draft classes the Warriors have put together in years. L.J. Cryer, the fearless sharpshooter from Baylor. Johnny Dewey, the physical Australian forward who brings defense and grit. And of course, Keisto, the towering Filipino big man whose signing has electrified not only Dub Nation, but fans all over the world. With Alan now in the fold, Soto has the perfect mentor. Imagine the development curve. Imagine the veteran presence and knowledge that Soto can absorb from one of the best defensive centers in the game. What this move also does is completely reframe the Warriors' identity heading into the next season. No longer are they a small ball or bust team. They now have the personnel to play big to match up against teams like Denver, Minnesota, and Memphis, teams with dominant front courts. They can mix and match. Go small with Draymond at the 5 or go big with Alan Soto or even Rookie Chui manning the post. The versatility is now off the charts and Steve Kerr must be thrilled with the options at his disposal. In fact, sources close to the coaching staff say this move was something he strongly advocated for. While he respects and values Looney to the highest degree, there's always been a yearning to find someone who could allow Draymond to play more freely. Someone who could anchor the defense while still fitting into the Warriors' ball movement, heavy read and react system. Allen isn't just a shot blocker. He's a willing passer, a smart cutter, and a player who stays within his role. That's what makes him the ideal Warrior. Of course, questions remain. Can Allen adjust to the pace and complexity of Golden State's offense? Will he find the same chemistry with Curry and Clay that Looney had? How will the rookies fit into the rotation now that the front court is more crowded? And will this move be enough to elevate the Warriors back into the contender tier? For fans, this move is a shot of adrenaline. It's a reminder that this franchise is still hungry, still bold, still willing to take risks. And with a front office that understands timing, talent, and chemistry, it's no surprise they've once again shocked the basketball world. So get ready, Dub Nation, because next season is going to be different. It's going to be louder. It's going to be tougher. And it's going to be bigger, literally and figuratively. With Jared Allen now wearing the blue and gold and a new era of Warriors basketball beginning to take shape. The message is loud and clear. Golden State is not done. They've just begun a new chapter and the rest of the league better take notice. Stay tuned because the off-season is still young. And if we've learned anything from this franchise, it's that surprises are always just around the corner.